Hello everybody, and I'm here today to present to you the Hogwarts house recommendations for Hufflepuff. I think I came up with some good ones for Hufflepuff, but let me know down below. The keywords I was using to find these recommendations for Hufflepuff are hardworking, loyal, and patient. The first one that came to mind was Find the Good: Unexpected Life Lessons by Heather Lindy. Now this is a really sweet nonfiction book about kind of what we can learn from death. It's about a woman who writes obituaries and, you know, summarizing the course of people's lives. I think it's like the entire endeavor of writing this book is so Hufflepuff. This idea that every life matters and to really find balance and pleasure in your life and reflect on the overall good there is in the world and finding life lessons, you know, like working hard to find the good no matter the circumstance, I think is so Hufflepuff. It's a very pleasant read. It's a not too big of a book. I think it's under 300 pages. It's kind of heartwarming, which I think is the overall vibe for a Hufflepuff read. Next, we have Enchantment by Orson Scott Card. Now, I haven't read this since high school, so you'll have to forgive me for not remembering the details, but I remember it being a really cute book. There's a romance in it. There's a bit of fantasy. I think there was some sort of spell that turned someone into a bear for a bit. I don't know why I always insist on not reading the summaries for these videos, because then whatever comes out of my mouth is vague and ridiculous. But for me to still have such happy memories of reading this book years later, I think is a testament to this book. Again, like, I think it's one of those things where I remember vague themes of like loyalty and patience and hard work winning out in the end. And it has a happy ending, and like I said, there's a cute little romance in it. So I think that vibe, because I think Hufflepuffs are a vibe kind of people. Like, you know, it's like they can probably get behind like a lot of different characters and a lot of different plots, but like, is the vibe there? Are they walking away happier than when they sat down? And that's the key. And I think this is a really great book for that. Third, we have Seduced by Pamela Britton. Now you're thinking, Kelly, a romance book? Like, what does that have to do with hard work, loyalty, patience, whatever? There's like a stereotype of Hufflepuff that makes it seem like they wouldn't be into sexy times, or like they're too innocent, too childlike. But I think when you boil down the essence of Hufflepuff, I mean, they're right next to the kitchens. So I think they understand a thing or two about indulging in their pleasures, is my guess. And I think they understand the value in having a good time, and that books can indulge more than one sense. So Seduced takes place in the past. Good job, Kelly. You're great with the details. It takes place in the past, you guys, where they're wearing like big dresses and stuff. I don't know if it's necessarily the Victorian era, like, don't cancel me. Actually, I don't care. But essentially this woman's reputation's ruined by a guy who's like a notorious rake. And so they're like, there's not much we can do about this other than get married. We'll have like kind of an agreement with each other that like we'll pretend to be together for a year or two, and then like kind of have our differences. We'll like separate amicably, and I can get my chicks, you can get your dudes on the side. And the chick in it's kind of a prudish person. And so the rake's like, I'm gonna up your game. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna turn you into a player like me. It's gonna be great. You're gonna be swimming in men. It'll be good. So they take on this like teasing teacher-student role and even have a few bets in it. And it's just a good time. I had so much fun reading this book. Again, like, I think a lot of the themes are very Hufflepuff, even though it's not like surface level like Hufflepuff. I think that idea of relationship based plots and what it means to be a friend, what it means to be a lover, what it means to be a partner, and how do you stay true to yourself but also support this other person is very Hufflepuff. Last but not least, we have The Secret Life of Bees by Sue Monk Kidd. And again, been a while since I read this one, probably due for a reread actually. But it's again a very relationship, very character-based story. It's just a very lovely like dynamic that evolves between this group of characters and this group of women, and you slowly like unpeel the layers of these different people. I really loved it. Again, all these years later, I still think fondly back to it, and I think that is a recommendation all on its own. So, you know, you can Goodreads what it's actually about. You know, they pay people to make those summaries. I'm not going to do their job. But is it a good book for a Hufflepuff? Yes, and that's what I'm here for. So let me know down below, Hufflepuffians, how did I do? Do you think these were good recommendations? What other books would you add to the list? Let me know down below. Give a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!